Are you a photographer thinking about pivoting from the current niche that you're in? Maybe you shoot weddings or families or high school seniors, and maybe you need a little change. And maybe you've heard about this thing called brand photography. And maybe you're wondering what even is brand photography. Well, in this video, I'm breaking it down as to what is brand photography, who needs brand photography, and why you might consider pivoting into niche of brand photography. So my name is Katie. I am a brand photographer based in Dallas, Texas. So here's the thing about brand photography is that you kind of have to shift your mindset about who needs it for and like what are the benefits to it. So when it comes to brand photography, your main target client are all business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, personal brands, but people who have businesses. Now, the great thing about brand photography is that compared to portrait photography, compared to wedding photography, compared to pretty much any other genre of photography, brand photography is for business. Its purpose is to help the business owner make more money. The thing that for me that I think makes it easier to sell is that it is also a business write-off. It is a business necessity. So when people come to you looking for brand photography, it's a need that they need to fill. It's something that business needs. It's something that they know that they can't create themselves. And so they need you, the photographer, the expert, to help them with. Now, how is brand photography different from, let's say, portrait photography? Portrait photography is a luxury. Portrait photography is, you don't need it. It's not like food and water. You don't need photos. You don't need portrait photos. Now, they are absolutely priceless. Like I won't pretend like they're not, but they are for a different purpose. Now, when it comes to brand photography, these are specifically a need for small businesses, for entrepreneurs, for personal brands to build their brand, to increase awareness about their business so that they can make more sales and make more money. I don't think you can say that about portrait photography, and that's okay, because really they fall into two different buckets. Brand photography is business minded. Portrait photography, a desire, a luxury service because you want to document your family and leave a legacy, while brand photography is its purpose is to help business owners make more money by improving their image, elevating their brand, their expertise and professionalism, and doing that through photos. Why might you be thinking about pivoting from portrait photography, wedding photography into brand photography? Now, for me, in my story, 5 years ago, I decided to pivot into brand photography as I started out with weddings back in 2010, and I pivoted into high school senior portraits in about 2012, 2013. But one of the things that I realized was that with weddings, I didn't want to work every weekend when my husband worked regular 9 to 5. When it came to pivoting away from high school senior portraits, I really loved working with high school seniors, but there was a challenge. I had to market to two people. I had to market to the parent and I had to market to the student. And if their visions didn't align, it created a little bit of disconnect. Let's say, just put it that way. And also I noticed what high school seniors wanted. It changed so much year to year that it was hard to predict what it is that they wanted and how that aligned with their parents. So anyway, I had my first baby. When I got back, I was like, am I gonna still pursue photography? And that's when I discovered brand photography. And to me, it was like the perfect mixture of networking, which I really enjoyed, like one-on-one work with or networking with other business owners. It was like the detailed type photos, which I liked from weddings, and then it was the one-on-one photography aspect that I also liked from high school seniors. So it was kind of like this perfect mesh of all the things I liked from all the other places, and you mix in some networking, and then you add on top of the fact that For most business owners during the work week, so usually between Monday and Friday, I don't give up my weekends anymore. And it's also during business hours. And so as a mom, that was great. I could schedule things while my kids are in preschool and in kindergarten, and it just works with my schedule so much better as a busy parent and also running a business. So if you're kind of in that place, that might be one reason that you might consider pivoting to brand photography. Or maybe you just want to change things up and maybe you don't want to shoot weddings anymore. I know I did it, and that's fine. I feel like, this is my personal opinion, but I feel like you get to a certain age and you're just like, can't do it anymore. And so you still want to be in photography, but like maybe not on your feet for 8 to 10 hours over the course of a weekend, you know, shoveling food when you can, running to the bathroom when you can, and that's kind of it. And another reason that you might want to pivot out of, let's say, portraits, or maybe you just want to add on brand photography, like kind of add on the genre to either offer more to more clients, to see if you like it, to just, you know, kind of diversify your income as a photographer even further. I believe brand photography is one of the best choices. Like, there is really like a low barrier to entry. If you're already a photographer, you already have all the gear. If you don't have lighting yet, you can get lighting. If you've been a photographer for any amount of time, I imagine you already have contacts. You have people in your network that you can build your portfolio with by offering them photos for their website and social media, because everybody needs photos for their website and social media. We are in an online world. If there's anything that 2020 taught us, it's business when it comes to being online, having an online presence is a non-negotiable. It is no longer an optional thing in 2024 and beyond. You have to be online if you're gonna have a business. So I hope this video was helpful. You can check out my freebie down below about having a brand photography checklist when it comes to setting up your photo shoots, and I'll see you in the next video.